Yes, yes. I know it look ghetto up in my room. I know I got a fan in the back, but hey, it's life. All right. But what's good, CSG? Oh, bro, I've been meaning to talk about this because I was silenced for 10 days straight, man. They gave me a ban, man. They gave me a strike, man. They got me locked up in a penitentiary, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, why y'all do this to me? You know, Suzanne, she out of the picture. I've been talking about Suzanne for like quite a while. They just had to get like a old video of mine from like 2 years ago. I don't know why though, but yeah, they got me. I can't say the reason, but all right. But anywho, let's get right into the video, man.
North Carolina, like every other place, has seen its fair share of the strange and scary. From brazen robberies to dangerous natural occurrences.
Most disturbing moments. Oh my god. Disturbing moments caught on camera.
As well as some avoidable human foolishness.
Where the baby is from.
As always, we've documented the strangest and scariest things caught on camera in the state. Take this trip with us, but clutch your heart, and don't let it jump out of your chest. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more videos like this one. We share new videos every other week, so be sure to click that notification button.
Bruh.
Brazen robbery at a dealership in Harnett County. The strategy for these miscreants was simple. Get into the dealership, grab the key box, and ride off into the sunset with very expensive high-end cars.
So it happened so fast, so we're looking at a 15-minute window.
The two cars in the first frame shows you their exit strategy, but before that, look closely to see when a truck pulls up and drops the criminals right in front of the dealership. They proceeded to smash through the dealership's doors with the stones seen in the video, break open a key box, and grab keys to some of the choice cars sitting pretty in the parking lot.
4 cars were valued over $90,000.
The camera captures about 4 guys, all in hoodies, but there's more since about 8 cars were driven off in a matter of minutes, all captured on the security camera.
It was an inside. It was an inside. I mean, oh my god, it was an inside job. I already seen this. Sorry to spoil it.
And new Challengers. He's leaving, and that's a used Corvette.
At least 3 of the cars they stole cost over $90,000, and they managed to make off with cars worth $631,000. This heist was carried out in a matter of minutes. Fire at a fertilizer plant in Winston-Salem. The huge billows of smoke rising off this fertilizer plant in Winston-Salem is not just scary because of the associated fire, but for the possibility of an explosion.
I had an alert on my phone telling us to evacuate, so I just packed up everything and no questions asked, I'm just getting out of here.
The fire has been burning for almost 24 hours and the fire department has had to evacuate residents living within a 1-mile radius of the plant. You can see the fire high and mighty with the flames licking their way through the plant. The fire's been deliberately left to run its course while firefighters try their best to keep it under control.
If it explodes, it'll level 1-mile radius. Please exit the area.
To maintain control over the fire, firefighters try to keep it burning just cool enough to ensure that 600 tons of ammonium nitrate at the fertilizer plant never gets heated to the point of explosion. Watching the fire rage on brings to mind a similar incident that occurred in 2013 at a Texas fertilizer plant holding only a fraction of the ammonium nitrate found here in Winston-Salem. Scary doesn't even begin to describe it.
Hey, this is YouTube purposes, bro. Hey, what's up with all that flashing lights? You know people got epilepsy. Hello?
Armed robbery in North Charlotte.
Hey!
The surveillance cameras pick up the suspect almost immediately after he walks into this convenience store. He's in dark clothes and a face mask to hide his identity. It's 9:45 p.m. when this robber walked into the store, and true to character, he needs to carry out his unholy business as quickly as possible. He walks over to the counter where he points a handgun at the chest of the cashier, who must be scared out of his wits at the moment. The cashier appears to be an elderly man as well. Watch him twiddle his thumb at what could be amazement or fear.
Like,
the robber manages to grab the money in the cash register as well as some cigarette packs on his way out. He was fast and efficient while managing to hide his identity with his—
Bro, y'all heard about that thing? Like, game developers are like talking about, oh, we're spending so much time on the game. They're thinking about banning people who, you know, commit hate crimes. Like, what's the game for? Like, why is even GTA around in the first place? What? That's literally a part of the game, bro.
His meager camouflage.
Like, I can smack a woman if y'all gonna take this out of context, but I'm not gonna even say it. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
Takeover robbery in North Tryon, Charlotte.
I would just shut up, man.
Here's the baby-faced armed robber clearly caught on the surveillance camera before he had the presence of mind to disguise his appearance with a nose mask. Thieves aren't always the smartest tools in the shed, are they? The clothing is the usual nondescript black on black with a hoodie and a belated nose mask. He walked into the Galaxy One arcade on North Tryon, Charlotte at exactly 5 a.m. in the morning, quickly brandishing a gun and ordering everyone to leave the arcade. Now left with the clerk, he orders the clerk to lead him into the office where he forces the scared clerk to place all earnings into a black bag and subsequently slips away with the money.
The suspect has a baby face, but he's a very dangerous individual. This suspect was able to take a firearm off the security guard inside the business.
Police are actively looking and will be boosted by the thief's amateur mistake that left his face clearly visible on the security camera. Natural gas explosion in Durham. When you see the thick black smoke and the huge fire with its roaring tongue breaking through the roof and rising high into the atmosphere, you'd think it's only visible on screen. But this fire is visible for miles and seen by many scared people in Durham. First, a gas leak was reported and the fire department swung into action, evacuating many people within the area moments before the explosion described as being similar to an earthquake.
A lot of people down here need to be evacuated, and I'll need at least one more unit.
The magnitude of the fire and the thick black smoke speaks volumes about the magnitude of the danger to the people within the area.
If that ever happens,
Watch the
I can easily get out of that.
left in its wake and you'll understand how scary this is. The quick thinking of the firefighters helped save a lot of people within the area.
I got a female in the containment zone who has glass and debris in her head.
You can also see them carry victims out of the area in a makeshift stretcher. House fire at Greensboro. The thick cloud of smoke and fire rising off the building is simply scary on their own until you realize that this is a residential area. The home on Grimsley Street was considerably burnt before the fire department was alerted to the danger by a neighbor who was quick enough to call 911.
I was a bit scared at first, but I knew that the fire department may be able to handle this and everything would turn out okay in the end.
Parts of the house were falling apart and the grass around the home caught fire as well. No one knows the cause, and one casualty is said to be recuperating at the hospital following the intervention of the fire department. Robbery at a Williamson home. Imagine being the occupant of this Williamson home and knowing that these three dangerous-looking fellows are coming into your home.
Camaro, bro.
How would you react? They have hoods over their heads and their faces are covered with a mask as they make their way into the house.
I don't know, it's something about white Camaros, bro.
At first I thought they were here to steal one of the cars, but it appears that they have a more dangerous plan in mind. They made their way into the house, shot one of the occupants, and pistol whipped the other. You can see them bursting into the home through the kitchen door with guns drawn.
Every night I wake up probably 10 times a night in a panic attack.
The holes in the walls and banister were left there by their bullet until today.
She got the full Karen hairstyle.
In their home now, especially
I'm not trying to be
since
funny,
they feel
though.
their assailants were people familiar with their home.
All she needs like the glasses.
Like,
She got the full Karen hairstyle, like the blonde tips. She got the starter pack. All she needs is the glasses. That's all she need, bro.
panicking if I hear a noise, thinking the dogs jump off the bed. I think it's.
How can I have a camera in my own
You
house,
see
bro?
one of them grab a camera.
Like anybody can literally hack into it, bro, and then just watch you. Like just no, just I'd rather just have it outside my house where you can't see me. I need privacy.
Off the dining table, the homeowners say a stranger wouldn't know that camera was there, especially in the dark. Grand theft with child in the car in North Tryon.
Bro, what's up with North Carolina, bro?
This theft occurred at
Matter of fact, bro, why is there even two North Carolinas, bro? Like, why do you have a North Carolina and a South Carolina? Why not just make it a Carolina?
the laundromat while the car owner, a mother, was in the laundromat with her 7-year-old left in the car. The young teens you see on screen, including the weirdly dressed guy in the long sky blue overcoat, drove off with the woman's car after they found it in the parking lot with the engine running. They let the child go and you can see the kid running into the laundromat to tell his mother what had happened.
And I see the commotion, and I said, "What's going on?" She said, "Somebody took my car."
You can imagine the child's terror when a strange group of boys jumps into the car with him.
I turned around, and they were in and out in a matter of seconds, right? They just walked through.
The car was recovered following a 911 call, and some of the suspects have been apprehended so far. The child must be terrified, as would the mother. Who wouldn't be?
For real.
KFC explodes in Rockingham. What can make a building explode like firecrackers? The answer is a gas leak, and watching the explosion itself and the resulting damage, your heart immediately flies out of your chest. If the explosion was this bad, how many casualties did it leave in its wake? The answer is none, and for that we're thankful. An employee smelled gas while locking up and informed the manager, and together they evacuated and informed the gas company of the leak, but before they could arrive, everything went up in
Sir, where's my refund? I'm gonna blow this up.
smoke, literally. The debris left behind and the damage to
If you don't
surrounding
get my
businesses
refund, I'll
gives
blow
you a
this-
clear idea of
blow
what
this
happened
joint.
here. That is, if the massive explosion didn't tell the story. Car chase around Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yo, it's all going in Charlotte, bro. It's like
The
3
chopper
days.
above offers a bird's eye view of proceedings as this car thief speeds away in a stolen vehicle. Keep your eyes on the black car. Is that an SUV? As it makes its way through the
Obviously.
light traffic of Fairview, away from the police cars on its tails. Watch that moment when the traffic slowed the driver down. Like me, you probably thought he'd be caught right there, but it continues on, aided by the open road with
It's not
very
like it's a
little traffic
Hellcat.
ahead. 10 minutes into the chase, you can
Or
see an
Tahoe.
unidentified truck come really close in an attempt to stop the car, but the driver only sped up and put some distance between
It's like
himself
a good
and the truck.
Samaritan?
After 15 minutes, the car rams into a truck. It looks like the same truck that had tried to stop the car earlier and it failed.
What?
The driver jumps out of the car quickly and tries to take off, only to find that he's been
Bro.
surrounded and it failed.
It's like a movie, bro. It's like some, I don't know, bro.
The driver jumps out of the car quickly and tries to
Bro.
take off, only to find that he's been surrounded by police officers.
The airbag
It's been
went
one
on,
hell
bro,
of
and
a ride.
everything.
Just look at all these police cars lining the road after the arrest. It says a lot. Hurricane Florence tearing up the coast of North Carolina. Considered a Category 1 storm, Hurricane Florence has been whipping all of North Carolina. You can hear the wind whipping through it and taking down anything on its path. With the storm set to make landfall, the damages are intensifying. The flash flood has swallowed up the
Not
roads
the
and anyone standing on
Chevron.
the streets will be knee-deep in water. That is, if they're not felled by the powerful wind gusts while trees are being shaken heavily. On screen, you can see the wind take off the roof of a gas station, and of course power is out and some homes have the flood licking the foot of their homes. Watch as the flood spare some of the debris from the mess the wind has made of everything else. You wonder what residents will be feeling in their homes with the storm whipping everything outside. Prison Break, but not a TV show. Elizabeth City.
Okay, this is a good one.
I've heard of prison breaks, seen them in movies, and read of them in fiction books, but I've never seen anything like it except now.
We do have a mass casualty incident. I have multiple patients. Some of them are critical.
This event at Elizabeth City was a violent one, with a fire set within the facility to help the cause of the rabble-rousers.
An officer struck multiple times with a hammer, unresponsive at this time, working on IV access.
The chaos of this one event led to at least 3 schools being locked down, and students who were already on a school bus were sent back to their schools until the chaos was over. The
With
prison
the
is said to have
hammer?
over 700 prisoners,
Imagine
with an electric
going
fence
out
in
like
place to
with the
ensure that the
hammer,
prisoners
bro.
stayed in.
I'll be
This
so
brazen
mad.
escape attempt led to the hospitalization of more than a dozen people. Hopefully everyone will be alright in the end.
Amber
Car
Strickle?
explosion in Fayetteville. An inferno right in the middle of the road is not something you see often, but here you have this car going up in flames with the loud sound of exploding tires mixing with the crazy noises of the fire eating up the
YouTube,
insides
this
of
is
the
all
car.
special effects.
The loud sound of the fire truck responding to the event will be enough to calm nerves, and
It's
reports
not real
also show
life.
the driver of the car is safe as well. He'll only have to deal with the loss of his car because there's no coming back for that. Drive-by shooting in West Charlotte.
There's a lot of those.
Most dangerous crimes are committed at night, but the brazen nature of this particular crime makes the heart stop. This innocent bystander who could have been collateral damage in a business he knows nothing
why you
about
running
is seen
like
running
that?
speedily across the lawn back to the safety of his home with gunfire shattering the peace of the afternoon as he ran.
If a child had been on a bike or anyone had been in that area, there's no question that it would have been a much different turnout.
He had stepped out to get the trash cans, but he knows
There's no question that
Bro, why are we seeing this nigga crouch, bro? We don't want to see that shit, bro. What y'all doing?
it would have been a much different turnout.
Like, at least get like another angle, bro.
Stepped out to get the trash cans when he noticed two
Let's
black
get the
cars
man
pull up.
head.
You can see the
Or
cars
the
on
back of the
screen,
head.
and in a moment you'll hear the first shots and see the innocent
Ain't nobody gonna
bystander
see you that
run
way.
for safety.
Preventative measures must be made.
Bro.
And quite frankly, every time that we call CMPD, they respond. However, that's the only time I see them.
Luckily, no one was hit, although bullets were reported to have hit nearby homes. The worst part of it is that this isn't even the first time something like this is happening around here.
Once a week, if not more frequently, we've had drive-by after drive-by.
Before we play the final
Thank God, bro. Thank God, bro. Because I'm not seeing this nigga crouch, bro.
clip, I'm sure you've been enjoying everything so far. So why don't you consider subscribing to our channel?
Subscribe to your
We post
shit.
2 new scary videos every week. So subscribe and click
Are y'all
that
subscribed?
notification button so you can stay
Hold on,
up
let
to
me
date
see.
with
Are
the
y'all
new
subscribed?
releases.
Okay. I can say now.
One break-in, too many
I was just
ingredients.
making sure I'm still recording.
The smart burglars only hit a place once. They get what they can and they get away. The more foolish ones try again and again
Panic.
until the law catches up with them. For this burglar, it's an
You look like a teenage mutant ninja turtle, bro. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing with that ski mask or shiesty mask? Get that off, bro. You probably had that on. Bro, he probably showered that. Might be. I don't know.
Entirely different. He continually attempts to get into homes in this neighborhood.
Like,
the strangest part of
it
the
ain't
whole
that
fiasco
serious,
is
bro.
that this individual does this
Just
when
because
someone
you got
is
that
someone
on
not
doesn't
in
make
the
you
usual manner of burglars.
You're not a criminal.
It's very frustrating. I
You're not
have
a
a
thug.
granddaughter and a daughter who live with me.
You're from the
They're
suburbs.
terrified.
You can hear the 911 call from one of the neighbors calling the police to report the event in real time as the burglar attempts to get in.
Somebody keep banging on my window. He's standing by my bedroom window, just banging. Got on the ski mask.
The hooded guy captured on security camera, all hooded and masked, is the miscreant, and one wonders if he's really looking to steal or simply seeking to scare the living daylights out of the residents.
Bro, finna find Shredder. Oh no. Whoa, what is this? 5 more killers busted on camera doing their crimes. Okay, I wanna see that. Y'all wanna see that next? Cause we wanna see that next. But bye bye CJ. CJ. Okay, we gotta stop messing up. CSG.